Yeah, I welcome people like that, people that care about their communities. I mean, that's what they're there for to begin with.
I think you should always vote for MP. Always vote if your MP helps you out, or he does something for the community. I think you're right. Forget the party sometimes. I think sometimes you vote for the MP, in my humble opinion.
Hi, Merry Christmas. I've just come to pay my respects to His Majesty King Dennis I.
Thank you.
How is everyone? Are you all right?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
You're a stark communist, though.
Who, me?
You.
I'm not a communist, I'm a socialist.
I remember you were too young to remember when people used to sell Socialist Worker as a newspaper and they used to sell it down the high road.
I've been to enough protests to have seen many people still selling the They don't sell the socialist
Worker
anymore now. They
just
give it out for free now because they can't get
it out for now. I remember years ago they used to sell it, didn't they? Socialist Worker. It was a big old deal back in the 80s. Never read it or anything, but you know.
Have any of you guys secretly thought, you know what, it'd be good, and I'm gonna be a devil's advocate here. It'd be good if Reform Party gets a majority so we can finally see what the right would do, and when they shit on this country entirely, we can then go back to zero.
You're Arab, mate. Saucy with Arab heritage.
Lebanese heritage, yes.
Lebanese, quays. Hello, Lebanon.
What's that, sorry? One more time.
I said Lebanon's beautiful, mate.
Oh, thank you. Merci, I think you. No, it is.
I've just been listening on my drive back from visiting family. I've just been listening to LBC, and Simon Marks was talking about this whole row about the Reform UK membership numbers and Kemi Badnoch saying they're fake and all this. Somebody phoned up and said that they phoned up live and they were saying, yeah, well, I'm literally just joining the party now. I'm just sorting my membership out now. He said, oh, right, what's prompted you to do that? Then he said, I've been listening to you for the past 45 minutes talking about it and I figured I might as well join. And that right there is the problem. The reason that Reform are doing so well is because the media keep talking about them and giving them...
Well, yes, that's part of the problem, but the other problem is all the other parties have no appealing policies. So if there's nothing appealing...
But they do. They're just not talked about. The Green parties, the Liberal Democrats, to name two, have both got lots of interesting policies, but they never get the airtime.
But no money. Listen, it's always going to be about money. That's it. Fulus. You got the fulus?
Yeah, I mean, I think
the fact that both Greens and the Lib Dems have got thousands of councillors between them up and down the country who are actually making real changes in communities today. And actually know how to govern to a certain degree because they are doing so in many communities up and down the country. That seems to count for nothing when Nigel Farage sneezes and all of a sudden everyone's talking about it.
Yeah, but I'll tell you why that is, because look at this gentleman in front of you, Dennis Skinner, who I knew very little about, to be fair. If Dennis Skinner knew how to use social media properly, he could crush when it comes to
Dennis Skinner barely knew how to use a pen properly.
Fair enough.
Candy Crush.
It took him 30 years to work out that he could write backwards with it.
Fair enough, but my point is still the same. It's not a money situation necessarily. Yes, money matters.
But Dennis Skinner was not like no. I get what you're saying, but Dennis Skinner was not interested in being popular. He wasn't interested in being popular. He wasn't interested in having a name. He wasn't interested in having a brand. He wasn't interested in any of that.
And he still refers to him as Dodgy Dave.
And he still refers is to represent his constituents. That's genuinely all Dennis Skinner cared about. He did not give a fuck about TV. He never did TV interviews. He never appeared on talk shows. He never did news articles. All he cared about was his constituents and his community. That's all he cared about.
That's what politicians should care about, right?
I was just going to say, you need politicians of all backgrounds. You need those that are ambitious to do more, like become ministers, because you need politicians from all backgrounds to run government. So you need every type of background, and that.
But I mean, look at a perfect example of this is the Liberal Democrats during that general election campaign, right? It took Ed Davey doing the most ludicrous and ridiculous stunts in order for the media to pay any attention to them and talk about them, and it worked because they got a record number of MPs.
But the Lib Dems, what did the Lib Dems have nothing to lose? They're never going to be the opposition, and they're never going to be in Parliament. They're never going to be in government again. They had nothing to lose.
Okay, wait. I've got a bone to pick with Lib Dems, and so here's the situation with Lib Dems, and I'll tell you where we are. Anybody who knows about UK politics, and I'm assuming that most of you, can see the car crash that Brexit is. And we knew what it was before the election. We knew what it was 4 years ago.
The Lib Dems have always been very anti-Brexit.
That's because you don't believe in Brexit. That's why.
Okay. Yeah, I know. I believe in reality. I don't believe in Brexit. That is true.
Oh, that's a bit of a strong stance, mate.
but the thing is, you're remembering is we got our independence back. You know, we had vegan sausage rolls thanks to Brexit.
And reform as well. Thanks.
Go on. What are you saying? Because I'm interested. Because
So the point I'm making is the point I'm making is if the Lib Dems had seen the opportunity of we got Labour who are too scared to say anything. We got Tories who can't say anything because they're the one that brought it in. We got Reform who can't say anything. So there's a whole sway of what used to be 48% of the population that voted back in 2016. That's probably grown to now in the recent poll, it's 60%, probably more than that.
Did you listen to the Lib Dems during the 2019 election?
I did. 2019 was a while ago.
Sources, can I just say something about your country?
Yes, but 2019 was the Brexit election, right? And they did have a stance. They took a stance when nobody else did. They were.
No. Wait. They took a stance in 2019. We're talking 2024.
In 2024, they got more seats than what they got last time. They've got a record number of MPs, the Liberal Democrats.
Okay, so Keir Starmer had no appeal, had no policies, attracted nobody, yet got a massive majority.
Yeah,
it's not a success. Wait.
Still getting a record number of seats.
That's because Keir Starmer is elected by the vegan sausage rolls and by basically he rigged the election. He rigged it.
Yes, he did. But the point I'm making is anybody and their dog would have achieved success in this election by not being Tories.
But then why didn't they?
Sorry,
what's that? Sorry,
sources. Because in Lebanon, right? Am I right in thinking you've got the Prime Minister, the Vice, and you've got the Vice, the Prime Minister, and the President? Yeah, one's got to be Shia, one's got to be Catholic, one's got to be Sunni. Yeah, is that correct?
Catholic Maronite, the president.
Maronite Catholic. That's right. Sunni and Shia. Is that correct?
But Lebanon is not a functioning democracy. You can't really.
But you say it does seem to work though. You know when you've got they've always had strict law, haven't they?
What's that? So
do you think what we should do here? We should have like a Muslim, a Jew, and a Christian.
No, I don't think. I think secular is the way to go. It's always been the case. And I mean,
I don't think we copy Lebanon structure.
I think we should get rid of the bishops from the House of Lords first of all.
Yeah, I mean, we need to be
get rid of the bishops.
Well, maybe, or sources have one homosexual, one transgender, and one straight person.
I mean, Keir's a closeted homosexual, so we're half
honestly,
there.
I don't think it matters what your sexuality is or your religion. I don't think that. I think how is that relevant?
Bloody well does, because what they're trying to do is they're trying to brainwash the kids, mate. Yeah.
All right, Colin from Portsmouth. Right. So now what I want to get back to is, as long as you are not Tory in 2024, you were going to achieve record anything because the options were so poor. Lib Dems performed.
Nigel Farage is going to win, and he's the SNP are on their way out. Come on, they're on their way. Labour's going to win the next Scottish.
You know that?
Parliamentary.
Yeah. Let me quantify my point. So let me just explain this.
Assembly, as for the Welsh, I don't know why the Wales still votes Labour, but Labour's still going to win that. I don't know why.
So any incumbent government at the time, whether by SNP or Tories or whoever they were going to fail because the consequences of Brexit were too big to ignore. That's the reality. And Lib Dems succeeded because they were not incumbent. That's it. However, if they had some balls, they would have attacked Tories on Brexit and they would have got even more votes than what they got.
But they do. No, they wouldn't have. Look, you got to remember, the Lib Dems are nothing more than a protest vote, and the Lib Dems know that.
Yes, but they weren't protesting.
They know that as well. Also, that is exactly what the Liberals have been doing, is fighting in Europe, because they get the vast majority of their funding from private donors who are pro-European. So they do
Yes,
that. And
but
that is
dude,
their
no, no.
the vast majority of their material is all pro-Europe, it's all everything else. However, this election, the reason why they purposely haven't gone down that road, just like with every other party, is because there's a given consensus that you are feeding to the right wing if we keep going on about this Brexit thing, and that the nutters have voted for it now, so let the nutters have it.
But then let the nutters have the government entirely then. Why is
Labour
Labour
was Coronation Street and EastEnders was Tory, the Lib Dems would be like Hollyoaks or something, or a shit programme.
No,
Emmerdale.
Maybe Emmerdale, yeah. No,
What does that make Reform and the Greens then?
the Greens, they'd be doctors.
Oh, the
Which
Greens
no
aren't
one
even on
thought.
TV. The Greens aren't even on TV.
The doctors, they've just cancelled
They're still
it.
the
Doctors,
archers.
yeah.
I was going to say,
They're
the Greens
still
are the
archers
arts.
and